So, good afternoon. In this tutorial, we will touch on the purchases. The purchases field or the purchases tab to the on the left panel. So, last tutorial we covered products part 1 and part 2, which is uploaded on the YouTube on our YouTube channel. So today we would cover purchases. So on the left panel, we click on the drop down arrow on purchases, sorry, and we will see there's 3 sub headings. We will see list purchases, add purchases, list purchases, return. Okay, so let me just break this down into like a business flow. Sorry, a business flow. All right. So we add our products. Maybe we know the products that we want. Let's say I am running a bar, or I'm running a supermarket, and I know, here's what I want: Carib, Stag, Shandy, etc., Vitamol, all these different things, right? Now I could add these products prior to even getting any stock from it, right? And I know that, hey, I am going to either a wholesaler for this item, or I'm going directly to to the Carib brewery, right? Or whomever selling the drinks, Coca Cola, the Chubby Factory, all these people. So all of these names that I just called, those guys are suppliers, right? So the natural business flow is for one, we input our products into our point of sale system, which we already did. So we already did that in the last few tutorials, right? We added our products, we added our suppliers, we added our customers, we added selling groups, we added variations, categories, all these things, right? So my products, just pretending my products is on the system. So now I want to make a purchase. So I don't have any purchases right now. So I say, here's what. One of the sales representative contacted me, or they're in front of me, and I'm going through my system and saying, here's what. Okay, I want to make a purchase for you. So I'm going to add a purchase. The first thing we're going to do is add a purchase. So we come to the purchase screen. And on the purchase screen, we have our suppliers, reference numbers, date of purchase, purchase status, business location, the terms, and a document, right? So the first thing we want to do is select this supplier, who we're going to purchase it from. So we're going to purchase it from Karen, right? And let me see whose supplier I have here. I'm not sure, right? So beautiful. Or or we can actually add a supplier on the fly. So this plus button here, we can add a supplier. So let's say a new supplier came and say, yes, well, yeah, I'm interested. I am interested in your product. I want to make a order, and come and drop it for me next week, right? And I'll pay you next week when you deliver this stuff. However, or you can say, drop it for me and I'll pay you in 30 days. I'll pay you in 30 days, or I'll pay you in 60 days, 90 days, how much ever credit that this supplier is given to me. So I add a supplier, and I say, okay, you're representing a business. What's the name of your business, right? Okay, so we add our supplier name. We can leave this empty if we don't have our own standard for our suppliers. We can leave it empty. The system would auto generate. Leave empty to auto generate, right? So I'm saying, yeah, give me your number. So your number is 868-777-7777. All right, beautiful. And okay, you're assigned to I don't have any assignees. No results. Okay, so this is usually users, right? So let me do this over. I don't know why this isn't dropping down. Right, beautiful. Right, no results. Okay, so we go again. Business tutorial 368 777 right? We can leave all of these if we want. Okay, so we say tutorial. So that's our supplier email. More information. So we're not giving the supplier any money. So the supplier doesn't hold any, he doesn't have any money for us. So this opening balance is if the supplier has, so let me say we have $20,000 in we give the supplier $20,000, you know. Okay, so we say no, we don't have any of that, no problem. You're giving me 90 days in order to pay you. Beautiful, no problem. I appreciate it. So we can now fill out all this information for the supplier, and as I said, only fields with the asterisk is mandatory. So we have a bunch of custom fields here that we wanna add for them, right? So we created our supplier, we hit save. Beautiful. Our supplier is now online, right? So this is we saying order because when we finish this document, he's gonna take this and he's gonna put in our order. So we have our products already, right? So we can either add a new product here. If the product is in front of us, we can either add a new product, or if we have the product and we already know how to add products from our previous tutorials, or we can search, scan, or do anything to get our product, right? Let me just see. Right, so I have tutorial. So I'm saying, all right, I want 100 pieces of tutorial, right? So that's 3,700, right? So we say the unit cost before discount. We ain't getting any discount right now, or if we get a discount, let me just say he gave us $300. Mr. Tutorial gave us $300 discount, right? Percentage, sorry, let me see, 10% discount. We got 10% discount, so we get, because this is discount percentage. Cost before tax, in line, our profit margin, our selling price, right? Our selling price based on our margins. Selling price based on margins. So we move down. Okay. So we can leave all of this thing unless we're getting any additional discounts. Shipping details. I mean, we can see we are on 2 Street. Sorry, 101. Right, and we paying $50 in deliveries. Beautiful, right? We're not giving him any money. We don't need to follow out any of this because we are not making any payments right now. So our payment due for this supplier will be this amount. Save. So now this takes us to list purchases. So we just did our purchase. It's actually ordered right now. We can click this and we can change the status of it, right? We can click the pending, received, or whatever the case is. What we can do here as well is that we can add payments. So the supplier, we can hit the action. We can view this purchase. View what we had ordered, and in the view button you see all the information for the tutorial. You see our business address, the reference number, purchase, it ordered, payment is due, This is what we have. There's no payment info, net total, purchase total, our shipping address, and who actually did it. Right? We could print this as well. So what we can do here, we can add a payment. And we say, here's what we given him a check of the entire amount. Check number is 101-22222. Right? Check collected. That's our notes, right? And we hit save. Beautiful. So now we're seeing paid, right? So let's go now. Let's watch TUT 101. We order in 100 pieces. So let's go to our product list. Let's go in our categories and let's see TUT 101. We have 10 pieces, right? Let's just take a note of that. So we have 10 pieces in TUT. Let's go back to list products and let's change the status. And we saying received, updated. Let's go back now to products, list products, and let's filter it and say TUT 101. And what you're seeing here now, it had 10 pieces. Because we have received this now, we have 110 pieces because we receive every bit of it. So we went through the purchases, we went through list purchases, we added a purchase, and now we are going to we're going to return. So sorry, let's go to list purchases, and let's just say we want to return the purchase, and we say quantity return. We say as what we had 30 of these things defective when we checked it. We want to return 30, so we return 30 of those. Payment due. This is the payment due. This is how much the supplier actually needs to give us back, because we are returning to the supplier. Yep. So what we did, we added a purchase, we placed it as ordered, then we updated the status. We updated the status to received, and the amount that we received automatically added and increased our product quantity. So that is the end of this tutorial. Well, we decreased it by 30, so 110 minus 30, we have 80 pieces now. So that's the end of our tutorial based on purchases. So we covered purchases, we covered list purchases, add purchases, and we returned some of those items. So see you on the next tutorial, which we will cover our sell module.